Alright, so let's go ahead and try our problem. X squared minus 49. Let's just say I ask you to factor completely. X squared minus 49. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a greatest common factor. Well, I'm looking for really 3 terms, but I only see 2 of them. One, and then this is the second one. So in this problem, I'm going to add a 0. And there's my 3 terms. 1, 2, and 3. The next thing I'm going to do is identify my A, B, and C. So there's the A, there's the B, there's the C. Next thing I'm going to do is put it into my X. So there's many ways of factoring. I'm showing you one method. So if you don't have one, just pick what I'm doing. Keep doing for the rest of your life. So I have this X. And in this X, I'm going to write letters A times C. In the bottom of my X, I'm going to write B. Class, what's A times C? And what's our B value? 0. I need to think of 2 numbers that multiply to be negative 49. But those same 2 numbers need to be adding to equal 0. What are those 2 numbers, class? 7 and negative 7. So I've done the greatest common factor, ABC, I've done the X, and now I'm going to do the box. So let me color code this for you. The first term, you put in the top left of the box. The last one, your C term, goes in the bottom right, always. And the numbers that we just found go here. So I have a 1x squared. I have a negative 49. These 2, I'm going to have 7, and pay attention, I'm going to add an x, and I have here a negative 7x. So the only difference here in the green there is I add in an x. So basically what this does is it splits the middle term. Now I'm going to find some numbers, or expressions, or terms. 2 terms that multiply to be 1x squared. That's going to be x and x. X times something up here that I need to think of will be negative 7x. That'll be negative 7. X times something, that'll be a positive 7. 7 times x equals 7x. 7 times negative 7 is negative 49. X squared minus 49 factors to be x plus 7, x minus 7. Remember, you can turn those around, doesn't matter. X minus 7 is the same thing as x plus 7. So either of these, you don't need both, are fully acceptable. Now let's say you do find a problem and it doesn't tell you just to factor, it tells you to solve. Okay, so let me show you the difference. Running out of colors here. Factoring is basically all of this. Okay? Solving is all of this plus more. Okay, so let me just show you how to solve. To solve, let's say you ever get a problem and they change the directions. It doesn't say factor completely, it says solve. All you have to do is set it equal to 0. What do you do, class? You just set this equal to 0, and then when you're solving here, 0 equals x minus 7, x plus 7. Well, that basically means one of these has to equal 0. So we use a 0 product rule. X minus 7 equals 0. X plus 7 equals 0. To solve it, you're going to get x equals 7 and x equals negative 7. So again, look at the problem. If it tells you to factor, you should be able to go from x squared minus 49. And if you just write these two, completely fine. This stuff in the middle, that's kind of just like helps you. It's not considered math work, because some people can go from here to there. If it tells you to solve, you're doing all these steps, and all you're doing additionally is just setting it equal to 0.